So it snowed. We thought it was going to, didn't we? But just to give you an idea of how fast it's actually thawing. Sorry, I'm a bit pink still. If I don't wear it, I end up going blue and people think I'm really poorly. So it's a better option, to be fair. Wow. Wow. Crazy. Now I get up there and fix it with my Merlot, but I don't have a man basket yet. Going to have to get one because that would be very unsafe, wouldn't it? I do hate it, but it looks kind of cute. Just said if I go to the top of the stairs, Anthony next door has got some wheat in and none of the snow's settled on it. Everything around it's white apart from the wheat. I'm gonna go and have a look. That's crazy. What? Why is that? What? So, it's bright, it's morning. I'm on the lane for one, so don't shout at me before you do. Lane. If I did a TikTok video and there was a hint of a steering wheel or the background of a car, they'd put like a dangerous driving thing over the top of it and say this is to be performed by professionals only or something ridiculous. Oh, I was going to show you my stump, but it's kind of covered in snow. Going to Lloyds in Penrith just to get a part for the bobcat. Me and Tom Marco were meant to pick it up the other day, but we were running that late, to be honest, taking the courtesy car back to Lloyds in Carlisle. There's lots of Lloyds going on recently. Okay, so just at Lloyds, and this is my new part. It's the whole thing. Like, you don't see any of this. It's like this on the bobcat, so looks like a pretty simple fit, to be honest. I think it's probably something I could do myself. To be fair, even if it looked complex, I'd have a go. Actually the definition of a YouTube mechanic, but without the YouTube bit. Like, I'm on YouTube, but I don't go on YouTube. I just try and like have a go. It's really dangerous. It could go very wrong. So the weather isn't gonna be any better until Wednesday, Roy said, when the temperature raises. So we're gonna make nursery pen a lot bigger and just keep them in, only because we are pretty lucky that we can and we've got the space. If we find that we're inundated with lambs and there's, you know, they're not staying clean, we can always use next door and just move them bullocks back into the back and the sheep can stay in the front. Just had a really good idea. So all of this in here is just drainage and pipes. I'll show you, hold on. So over the years, we've just ended up with loads of drainage and pipes. Anyway, they were all stacked up neatly against that wall, but we needed to be in, so I've ended up hoying them over here. So we're gonna have to sort it out at some point. We have a major pigeon issue in here, as you can see. A couple of old cubicles, they need to go out. They're completely useless now. Loads of random, look there, to go in front of the silage pit, stuff like that. And I just said to Roy, I've seen a trough made out of this. And he said, yeah, you might have seen a trough made out of it. He said, but it's expensive stuff. You might as well just go and buy the trough. So I need some more sheep troughs today because the treacle has very nearly run out and the sheep are going to be wanting feeding hard cake. So I'm going to have to try and make, codge some sheep troughs up. I've already got some, but like, they're ready. But I'm going to have to get some more because there's a fair few sheep, to be honest. And I don't want anyone really knocked and banged. And they start arguing if you don't have enough troughs. That's where we get all our cold air from because it blows off the Pennines, which are freezing looking. Woodpecker, first woodpecker. Are you ready? Driving the car up wanted me to go and I'm trying to video woodpeckers. This is how our lives are. Oh, he's driving off. Oh, he's leaving me. He's leaving me. I locked Ali's tool away because it's really dangerous. Highly sought after. Ali's got a grunty tool. I love a grunty bag. So The bucket for the Merlot just needs these little holes, just drilling out a tiny bit. Mo's got a prescription safety glasses because he's special. The snazzy. Okay.
Apparently it's just this bit here. Very vicious.
One for you, that is love. There's another one! Just made me so excited. Come in, there was a plane, there was 4 planes! I'm running. I'm getting told off. Can't add it back on, it's savage. Context, that'd look bad. They do realise who they've sold this to, don't they? This is all very technical. Days. Not believe me if I told you it was going to be -8 tonight. -8. Hate. So I'm going to fill the boiler up. How you guys are interested in this, but yeah. So I pull that out and it opens the chimney and lets the smoke go right up so that it doesn't blow back on you. That'd be rubbish if I dropped my phone, wouldn't it? It's nothing fancy, you literally just throw wood at it. So I think what I'm gonna do, kids have just got home from school, I'm gonna make nursery pen bigger because all of the single pens are completely full and this is getting a little bit cramped. I don't mind the sheep being tightly squeezed in, but I don't really want the lambs tightly squeezed in because it's, you know, more likely that something gets lead on or something like that. So I'm gonna make this bigger. I'm gonna pull this out to here and then make it a big square and then move 2 pens right the way along the other side. Look at this. This just naughty. Just naughty. One day, someone's gonna put their head over and not be able to get it back. So that actually, we've just been saying we need that boarding up. So I'm gonna go and get some disinfectant powder because it's different from the powder that I use in the general lambing shed. It's less burny, I think, for the skin or something. It's quite expensive anyway. So do you let it out or do you let it go? Do you do what you want? Well, you never. Okay, as you can see, we've emptied the pens all apart from 2 and we have big nursery pen now and I'll just keep extending it the more we get in it until the weather breaks, which supposedly is Wednesday next week. I know people will just throw them out. I know they will, but I'm soft. There you go. I knew someone last year who there was a bit of a frost and they lost 20 lambs in a night. 20 lambs. I think it was probably even more. And I read on some farmers' wives forum on Facebook before, a lady was saying she just needed to vent because she just had a really hard time. They'd gone out this morning in the snow and there was like 7 or 8 dead lambs. She said they were dotted around the field like mushrooms. And I just thought, do you know what? For the effort that it takes to keep them in and keep them clean, I know it's not ideal. I know it's not. And I know all the older farmers will be going, oh, get them out, get them out. No, I'm just not listening. I don't really care what you say. I'll keep them clean. and hopefully, fingers crossed, we get no problems from having them inside for an extended period of time. Normally they'd be out by now. We have set up nursery pen all over there, and everyone else is quite happily munching away. Just going to go and get some disinfectant powder and put it in there. I'll get some lime and put it over there. On it, we are on it. So this is the part I got this morning from Lloyds, and this is what it looks like before it goes in. And this here is the one it's replacing. You can see it's just a little bit cracked, a little bit crap, and there's a seal gone in here. You can see how it sits in there. It's not going to be an issue to change it really at all, to be honest. It is just a spin, like a thread. But the bit that I don't really want to do is undo this, which would be really easy to do, and then oil spurt out everywhere, because that is, you know, there's a high likelihood of that happening. I don't pretend to understand machines. I will have a go, but I don't pretend to understand them. There is an oil pressure release that you can press, that makes it easier for you to take the grabs and stuff off. I wonder if you press that, if it will alleviate that problem. I don't know. It might not. Anyway, I'll have a go at this tomorrow. I'm glad that it looks pretty simple. I didn't know whether I was going to have to take all of that to pieces to put it in, but actually looking at it, I don't think I'm going to have to. I do wonder what that tiny little bit is there, though. Look at that. It's like a little pin. I don't know what that does, whether that's just a sensor and it says that it's in. So yeah. Hello boys, are you all right? Every bit as annoying as they normally are for anyone who is interested in how they're getting on.
Everyone's been asking after you. They have. Everyone was very concerned when you went missing. See?